It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 9th of August. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather will be quiet for a while. The good news over the weekend, the dew points come down. The humidity value should be lower, and the prospects of rain just not looking good for much of next week as the air mass stays fairly dry. And the tropics are trying to heat up again. Let's check out the upper air look early this morning. Kind of tells the story. We have a trough, an upper vortex that is just north of the Great Lakes. And that is pushing a front down this way. We don't call them cold fronts this time of the year, but that should bring those lower dew points and lower humidity levels tomorrow and Sunday, which means the night should be a little cooler by Saturday night and Sunday night. And the remnant circulation of what used to be Tropical Storm Debbie is moving up the eastern seaboard. There's the radar this morning, composite about 5 o'clock, and you can see Alabama quiet. We note a little band of convection, some thunderstorms down in the coastal waters of the Gulf of Mexico moving southward. We are in the 70s early this morning. We're expecting mostly low 90s today. You know, yesterday we had some clouds around, and that kept many places, especially on the western side of the state, in the 80s. But again, we're expecting low 90s in most spots today. Flash flood watches in effect from parts of Virginia up into western New York. That's with the remnant circulation of Debbie. And also in the same zone, there might be a few isolated tornadoes today for places like Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York City. Also got a couple of marginal risks well to the west. Tomorrow, a marginal risk from the plains of Colorado down into the Texas Panhandle. And on day 3, Sunday, no organized severe weather expected across the country. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and again, just not a lot. And understand, like yesterday, there could be a day with a few isolated showers, but in terms of widespread rain, we just don't see that here through much of next week. In the tropics, pretty calm. If you look out there across the Atlantic Basin, there is a tropical wave between the Lesser Antilles and the coast of Africa. And the hurricane center giving this now a 50% chance of developing. And if that develops, most likely there is a good chance this will be turning north before reaching the United States and the Gulf of Mexico. This coming off the European ensemble, almost all the members turn it north in response to a trough over the eastern states. And of course, look, the thing hasn't even developed yet, but the upper pattern, the confidence is fairly high in what happens with that trough developing. So if anything forms, most likely that will be turning north. So we're not too concerned about it at the moment. But hey, you've always got to watch those things. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. You can see the vortex over the Great Lakes. And again, that'll be pushing a boundary in here, and in like the last 2 days. Could there be a shower somewhere? Yes, but probably not many. This is the high-resolution HERS showing basically nothing. The chance of any one spot getting wet, 10% or less. And typically when it's that low, we don't mention it in the formal forecast. So tomorrow, a sunny day, not as humid. The high will be around 90. This is the precipitable water. And again, notice the shades of green getting into the northern half of the state. That's that drier air as the deeper moisture pushes east and south, so a fairly nice day. And the same thing on Sunday. Most spots will be in the 60s Sunday morning, the high Sunday around 90, but again, the dew points are down. Should feel pretty good. We'll go to Monday next week. We'll start it off. We're still dry. Tuesday, we're dry with low 90s. Wednesday, maybe a few scattered showers or storms. Again, low 90s. This is Thursday. That looks pretty dry. And a week from today, this is Friday, the 16th of August. And again, you can see the trough developing over the central states. It's a trough over the west coast, ridging over the central U.S., troughing downstream. And again, if a tropical system forms, that should turn that thing northward. And again, we look pretty dry. So we just don't see a big rain event here through the end of next week. Let's keep going. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, August 18th. Again, we have troughing on the East Coast, and we are in a dry air mass. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. This is between now and the 24th of August, and just not a lot. The mean is under 1 inch for the next 15 days. Temperature is just about what you expect in August. Mostly low 90s, lows, again, down in the 60s Sunday and Monday morning. Those 2 mornings will feel pretty good, then mostly 70s for next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for August 16th through August 22nd. Temperature is a little above average here. So everybody down in South Baldwin County sent me these pictures yesterday. It looks like a nuclear bomb went off out there in the Gulf of Mexico. But no, you know what that is. That's a cumulonimbus, a thunderstorm. And once it gets up in the upper atmosphere, the winds make the top spread out, that anvil, just gorgeous. And at sunset, it was illuminated nicely. There's some really, really cool shots of that. And, of course, as darkness kind of settled in there, you can see the lightning from those offshore storms, and those were moving to the south. They never moved inland. They were going the other way. They stayed offshore, but pretty fun little lightning show from Gulf Shores last night. And for most of the Gulf Coast, the sunset was gorgeous. That was the scene from Panama City Beach. Also from Panama City Beach last night. I want to say this shot was taken from 30A. And up in Alabama's Great Tennessee Valley. Nothing beats a good old summer sunset. So we're going to be in Utah tomorrow. Listen, we need more storm spotters here in West Alabama. If you're in Greene, Sumter, Pickens, Tuscaloosa, Marengo, anywhere, come see us. We're going to be in Utah at the Young Community Center on Greensboro Street. And at 9 o'clock, I'll do a miniature storm spotting session. You'll never look at a storm the same if you come. And some severe weather safety. Then at 9:30, a book signing. We'll be there for a couple of hours. We'll have All You Can Do Is Pray. That's our book about the generational tornado outbreak of April 27, 2011. Weathering Life, My Story. Our children's series of weather books for kids. The Wonder of Thunder, Prepared Not Scared. Greendale Tornado. I have all the great weather shirts. We have so much fun at these things. We take a lot of pictures, and they're great. So if you're in West Alabama, Utah, Alabama, Greene County tomorrow, we'll start that miniature storm spotting session at 9, the book signing at 9:30. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.